What is going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about a new ticker that actually I started building and positioning today. The ticker is EVTV. So it's an auto, industry ticker. They make vans and stuff. But more importantly, I want to talk about a couple of things. So the first is I want to talk about the float of this. So we have a 27-cent, 12.8 mil float stock with a 4 million market cap. I was digging through tickers today looking. I see this drop. I've seen this set up before with things like SRM. Erna was one, which was a bio stock. This has a gap up over at 60. I'm going to get in, talk a little bit about the ticker and why I like it, why I'm comfortable swinging it. So going through, we have a couple of things. The first is that EVTV just puts out multiple PRs a month. You go through, one of the things for me about swings is I like swings that consistently give updates because a lot of times you need news as catalyst to bring volume into a stock. And if you see and you go through month by month, they PR 2-3 times every single month consistently, sometimes more, right? Which is really bullish because the company's clearly actively talking to you. But let's go in a little bit more about it and talk about it. So they recently did a Form RW, which is a registration withdrawal request, which is basically they put out a filing for an offering, and then they say, you know what, we're going to withdraw this. We don't need this anymore. This was on their April 2024 offering that you see here on Dilution Tracker that is now withdrawn. The ticker is really clean. They have over 12 months of cash. They have warrants all here. None of them are registered. They have warrants expiring in 2025, not registered. These 3 warrants aren't registered. If you go through the filings here, you can see they actually today just got compliance notice. Basically, it's a delist notice that says that the company was given 6 months up until September 2nd to meet that compliance, which is super bullish for me because you know that there's no worries about a reverse split or anything like that for the next 6 months, and this literally just came out today, coincidentally. They have gotten over 25 million funding from Yorkville, and what I like most about this, so this was in November. Now I'm going to show you why I think this is pretty much done, if not completely done already, but the floor price of $35.80, which is 30% from what we're at right now. And more importantly, if we go into the chart, other than that, there's no dilution whatsoever. They had an effect, which was from that funding here. The effect was for, I believe, 12 million shares, which I'll pull it up for you guys right now. 13 million shares, which is not a lot at all. This is where we talk about that floor price of 35.8, which you'll see down here of what I just talked to you about. So you look at this and I go, all right, well, why is this not moving? So I honestly don't know. There was no other dilution filings, and I've gone back all the way until even over a year ago. You have some unregistered sales equities. These are very small, maybe 400K, 500K share, like each one, not a lot at all. It's just this one effect, which is really bullish to me. And then we go into the chart. So you look at the chart and I go, all right, from here, that filing was done in December, right? So December, I believe it was 12th. Well, you notice this massive dump here, right? It goes from $1 all the way down to 32 cents. And you had this huge, big volume day here of red of over 47 million. I guarantee you that most of this was already taken up from that 47 million, if all. And it's kind of just been consolidating here, and it's really just gotten low volume ever since. It popped up today. It came back down. I think part of it is shorting. You could have some retail that may be holding this, that may have sold. I don't think it's much. I think it's a lot of shorts. Maybe you still have some selling or dilution from here, but it's very little. And any dilution from this filing, the only thing that you could sell is at 36. You're talking at the bare minimum from here you're talking 30% from here. I really, really like this setup. You have a gap at 60, which is 100% from here. Actually, a little bit more than that. You have multiple catalysts coming. They said in the most recent one, actually here, that they're preparing 2 additional vehicles for delivery to the same New Jersey fleet operator. Delivery expected by mid-March 2025. You go into some other ones as well. You could see that they have multiple PRs saying that they have more things coming. I gotta be honest, I'm really liking EVTV. This is probably one of my top swings right now. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed. I'm going to likely cut this if it breaks new all-time lows, but it's literally sitting at all-time lows right now. So for me, with a float like this, watching how it moved, couple million volume or so, couple days like this, I really think this could squeeze. I've seen this setup, I can't even tell you how many times, and they usually pay out. Of course, this is not financial advice. None of these are long-term holds. This is not going to be the next Ford or the next Toyota or anything like that, but I think for risk versus reward down here, this is a really nice setup. I'm actually curious to see if the company is going to try. It's a long ways out, so I don't think it's something that really we need to think about yet, but 6 months out to meet compliance with a company that seems like they're doing they're doing a lot of business because they're PRing about it nonstop for, I mean, you're going back 4 months and look at how many PRs that they have every single month. It's a lot. I wonder if they're going to do anything to try to get this price pushed up organically to maybe meet compliance even. But we won't be here come September. We'll be long gone by then. But I do think that for a short to medium term hold swing, I really like this setup. Obviously, I'm adding dips anywhere here in the 26 to 28 range. This is basically all-time low. Of course, I would add even at like 25 if it came. But I'm adding dips around here, and I'm going to hold, and I'm going to hope for a bigger move here. I'm seeing some resistance around, let's do this together. I'm seeing some resistance here around 40, give or take, 38 to 40. Over that, I mean, this thing really opens up and you could really get this thing moving. So even trading today on light volume, 4 million volume, it pushed it up to 35, came back down. Little bit of weird selling, but it moved really easily at first, and it was actually a nice 30% gainer if you were able to buy it and get that sell off. But I'm here, I'm adding EVTV, I'm swinging it. 13 mil float at 20 cents with really no dilution, 12 months of cash. I don't really see this too often. I go through tickers all day, so I'm holding this. I'm going to swing this, especially now. We got compliance for 6 months. That's crazy. That's a long time. I'm going to swing this, and I think that we could get a nice, I mean, we already had 30%, but I would love 50% or more out of this at some point as a swing here. So EVTV, I'm swinging it. Look into it, guys, and let me know what you think. All right, have a good weekend.